How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxer live here. So this is the debate to end all debates. Scorsese's trying to prove that Bernard Hopkins' career is a fraud. He's not an A-level fighter, and he doesn't deserve the credit he gets. Mainly, Scorsese's trying to point out, or trying to point out that when he went in against Sergio Kovalev, he made Sergio Kovalev look so good, and Sergio Kovalev didn't look good against Isaac Chilembe. Therefore, Scorsese saying Bernard Hopkins is a fraud. He ain't as good. He's not A-level fighter. Blah 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 blah. But all right. So anyway, we had a debate. Scorsese recorded it. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's a good debate. Involved in the debate is Boxing Beat Some Rhymes. Make sure you check his channel out. Chris Caban, check out his We Eat Sleep Boxing on Facebook. Scorsese, his channel is a low place. Check that channel out. Also B Marsh, check his channel out on YouTube. I think PNC came in there in the debate. I don't think Natty was on this one. So it's a very good debate. Check it out. Hope you enjoy. Peace.
Fair. I ain't here to shit on Hopkins. I'm just telling the case that I don't think he's an A-level fighter.
No, that's not what you said. You was here to shit on Hopkins, and you started.
No. But I'm not making my points to shit on him. I'm telling the case of that I don't think he's an A-level fighter.
You said everything you said earlier in that video is truth.
Yeah.
Tell
me the parts I lied. You tell me the parts I lied.
You was calling Chris Hopkins nah. That's what you was.
Tell me the parts I lied. You gotta tell me the parts I lied. And tell me the parts I lied. Tell me where I lied. He jumped out the ring. He dove out the ring. He fought 2 catchweights within 3 years? Two people he could have stayed at middleweight to fight. 2 people he could have stayed at middleweight to fight. He never wanted. Roy Jones said the man was pricing himself out. Roy Jones said the man was pricing himself out. He didn't want to revenge that loss.
Who's the 2 people he could have fought at middleweight?
He could have fought Winky. You mean to tell me Winky Wright went from the 60? But you mean to tell me a Winky Wright went? Oh, bro, you mean to tell me?
Are you listening to Chris?
No, are you listening? Yeah, I hear him. He done said this before. I'm just asking you. You mean to tell me Winky Wright, when it came to 60 to fight, would have been at 60 to fight Hopkins? You mean to tell me he wouldn't have done that?
You can't do that. That's hypothetical. You're doing it again.
You just said Hopkins could get the light. Chris early. No, hold on, EJ. Hold on. No. Chris set himself up. For this.
I ain't set myself up. He could have been up there.
You just told me earlier that Bernard Hopkins had the power to get the 175-pound lineal champion in the ring, but he couldn't get Winky right in the ring? Come on, man.
Why didn't he go all the way then?
Hopkins got beat by Jermaine Taylor, and then Winky Wright for the winner. That was Jermaine Taylor. If Hopkins was there, he would have faced him.
Hopkins packed his life. Hopkins took his L, got the hell out of a division that he knew he wasn't ready for no more. Started doing his little catchweights and retirement fights. Doing his little catchweight. That's my whole.
He had 20 defenses. What do you mean he got the hell out of there? He had 20 defenses.
He got the hell out of there.
And he's planning to find another
He got the hell out of there. He got the hell out of there when it got hot. He went.
He went. Who went on to not Roy Jones.
And now y'all want to go back. Y'all want to go back in the initial arguments. You telling me. You told me this man got the. You told me it was Hopkins. They got the lineal 175-pound champion in the ring, but you telling me he couldn't get Winky right? I do. I think he is. His skill. You put him in there with an A-level fighter, and I don't think he wins fights. That's how it goes.
What you think is not fact? Then the fact is, Hopkins is a bona fide Hall of Famer, and he's a lineal at 160.
Fine.
Was it 175?
In my opinion was, if you put him there with A-level fighters, he won't be winning fights. I don't even think he would come in the middle. I think he would lose fights. That Sergey Kovalev wasn't the fluke. Sergey Kovalev wasn't the fifth. Hey, EJ, who did you pick? Sergey or Bernard Hopkins?
True that.
No, hold on. No, he beat you. I give him credit for those wins. That's what I've said, and you keep going back to that. He beat welterweight. Yes, he beat welterweight. He beat a welterweight that came up and beat a middleweight. Yes.
What are you talking about, man? He beat Willie Jumpy.
That's what I just said. He beat a welterweight that came up to beat a middleweight. That's what I just said.
Wait. So, what weight did Mickey Walker?
I just said, y'all going too far. Y'all going too far. Because I just said. I just said I give him credit. Why you gonna make a point for a win? I give him credit for it. You wasting time. You wasting time.
Calm down.
It's a waste of argument. You gonna go on an argument that I disagree with.
Historical perspective, right? If we're gonna talk about middleweights, yeah, from let's go back.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I just gave you I gave him the credit for the win.
Somebody's talking, bro. Stop that.
But you finna go in history for something I agree with. Why do I need to hear a history lesson on something I disagree with? Yeah, y'all going in history. You trying to go.
You're too scared of getting bodied. That's
You can't body me because I disagree with you. What are you trying to body that I agree with? This man, he lacking sense. I just agree with his point and he lacking sense. This man just gave me, I just gave him confirmation. Yo, I just gave him confirmation that I agree with him, and he want to go in history. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's scared to let me say he right. I just told the man I give him credit. Yo, can I say 3 words? Can I say 3 words before you go? Let me say three words before you say 35. Can I say 3 words before you say 35? 3 words. 3 words. Give me 3 words. Give me 3 words. Can I get 3 words before he say 35? Cause he don't got a point. That's what I'm saying. He don't got a point. He arguing something he don't know. He arguing something he don't know. What? Okay, you're gonna ask me to respond to a point that you don't know I agree with. Cause he just think I just disagree with what he said. That's why. Can I get 3 words? Can a player get 3 words? Can I get 3? It's 4 against 1. Can I not get 3 words? It's 4 against 1. Can I not get 3 words? It's 4 against 1, but I can't even get 3 words in. Give me 3 words. Bro, it's 4 against 1, and these niggas won't even give me 3 words. No, but y'all making the same point. I just said I agree that the Trinidad win was a good win, and he gonna go back in history and talk about welterweights fighting middleweights and give him credit for it. I just said that was a good win, so why you going in history for it? But make your point. Make your point. That's all I wanted to say. Make your point.
You doing something, your knowledge ain't that good. You got it.
I just, because he was going to talk about welterweights fighting middleweights.
No, how do you know what I was going to say? You a mind reader?
No, because you didn't hear my point because you was talking over me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I was.
No, you were talking over him, actually.
Nah, EJ was talking and I was going and he cut in. But you go ahead. You can make that point if you want, because if I agree with it, I don't have to argue.
You don't want me to make it.
Because it's not something I didn't disagree with. That's what I'm telling you. Therefore, if you can change, if you want to change it, go ahead.
So you're telling me I'm disagreeing that you're disagreeing with something you didn't hear me say?
No,
you
was making an argument or something. You cut in when I was making a point. Go ahead. Let him go. All I wanted to say was clear up. All I was clearing up is if he didn't hear that I said, all I wanted him to clear up is that I said Hopkins' win over Trinidad was a damn good win, and Trinidad beat a middleweight before he fought Hopkins. That's all I was saying. Okay, I didn't think he heard that. That's why I said that's why I said, can I have 3 words? Because I didn't think he heard that, because it sounded like he interrupted me. But if he want to make his point, all right, well, go ahead and make it. If whatever point he want to go historical in, he can go.
You interrupted him, man. You did that.
He can go. I didn't interrupt nobody. EJ was talking. I went after that. Y'all.
I tell you what, right? I tell you. As a grown man, that's twice you did that. I'm just gonna listen. That's twice you did it. So.
No. Truth be told, EJ was talking.
I'm just gonna listen.
EJ was talking. I responded to EJ. I wasn't allowed to finish, so I went in and I said my piece. I didn't want you to make a point that didn't need to be made for 10 minutes. You know,
you didn't even know what he was about to say, though.
That's why I only asked for 3 seconds. That's why I only asked for 3 words. I asked for 3 seconds to get out of point. You don't have to take me serious. You take what you want to take, but I know what I'm talking about. You know.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, that's still what I wanted to say.
All right, go ahead. Let EJ go.
Let me ask you a question, right? So basically, right, boxing, they never used to have catch weights back in the day, right? Guys used to go from 147. And they used to go all the way up to 160. That was a norm. Right? There was no catch weights, right? But for you, you're saying like when Trinidad moved up, he wasn't a real fight. When you line up in that weight, you're a real 160.
Sir,
That's it.
I never said that.
After that, he never went back down to welterweight again, ever. Trinidad fought Roy Jones at light heavyweight, and he fought for 60. He fought he fought Ricardo Mayorga. He fought them
Winky Wright
at 60. So he never went back down. So your argument trying to take it away,
sir, EJ,
it's not valid, bro.
EJ, first of all, once again, you put words in my mouth. I did not say he was not a 60-pound. I said he beat a welterweight that came up and beat a middleweight. And then he beat him. I said, that's a lot of walk. See, I got interrupted. You say I'm interrupting everybody. Look at what you just did.
You've been doing it every month, so why can't do it to you?
Oh.
You've been doing it all morning.
Yeah. Because y'all keep putting words in my mouth, and you're wrong. You're wrong. I never said this man was not. What I said is Kelly Pavlik went up 10 pounds. Winky Wright went up 10 pounds at catchweights. That's what I said. That's what I never said nothing about Trinidad. I even like the Oscar win because the man drained himself to go beat a pretty good fighter. I gave him credit for those wins. That's why I knew. Never mind. Go there.
When you say I'm a drain yourself,
no,
going out well, it's not factual, bro. It's not factual. The
fact no. Please don't misinterpret what I just said. I said Bernard Hopkins drained himself to fight Oscar De La Hoya.
But why are you so scared to let someone answer back what you said? I don't get it. It's the weirdest thing.
Why do I want to hear him say something? I'm gonna just start putting words in people's mouth. Go ahead, EJ. I'm gonna put words in people's mouth and see how they take it. Go, EJ.
What I'm trying to say to you is that the man beat recognized champion. He rebelled around at 160, right? Willie Joppy beat loads of guys at that. People, beat loads of guys at that day. He was established with time. That was the why the middleweight tournament was in. Trinidad was in there, right? He beat Fernando Vargas. He beat before that he beat David Reed, and he cleared up in 154. The best guys who was there, right? Then he moved up into the tournament and these guys are long reigning middleweight champions for long. They had that belt for the longest. And he beat a long reigning champion in Trinidad, blew him out. He blew out Joppy. So when you say we know what he was. What we know is that when Bernard Hopkins faced him, he was a middleweight champion. Bernard Hopkins, beat him. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to beat him, and he beat him. That's what we give him credit. And moving on from that, you say you don't rate him. Okay, if you don't respect him, fine, right? But the bottom line is that a lot of people, and everyone knows he's a bona fide Hall of Famer. I agree with you about jumping at the ring. And let's give you the Chad Dawson. Well, that Chad Dawson thing, but Chad Dawson did pick him up, and Hopkins made a big thing about it. Yeah, fine. But other than that, yeah, the man was old, and he's using his old school things to try and get away with things. Fine. But bottom line is that Chad Dawson, he had a rematch with him, went back in, Chad Dawson beat him. Alright, fine. But he didn't give up then. This time he's coming near 50. The man still stuck at it until you got 2 belts in there, regardless of who was there. Remember, not every division is strong enough. He got 2 belts from some of them guys there. Tried to unify a bit with Stevenson, and Stevenson wasn't having it, yeah? And then he went to Kovalev. But I don't know why you blame Hopkins. Kovalev beat him fair and square. Hopkins admitted, he said, you know what? And Hopkins hasn't got back in the ring thing. You can't take it away from him. That was my point. You can't just really ridicule it.
What?
You know what? Because all the guys you criticize, he went back in there and faced them. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, you went through Trinidad again. I don't know why you did, because I told you, I respect that win. I never said I didn't respect his wins at 60. What I said about Hopkins at 60 is the time he jumped out the ring, if he would have lost that fight, you can't just say, oh, he would have been the guy that he was. If that dude would have beat him for 12 rounds, if he would have beat him up in that fight, instead of Hopkins pussying out and jumping out the ring, you never know if he would have ever got shots at Trinidad. You can never say that. But he did, so I say, yo, I like the Trinidad win. I like the De La Hoya win. I like the De La Hoya win only because he drained the shit out of himself to fight De La Hoya, and he still won. Sort of like Sean Porter, Adrian Broner. I respect that. But then when we start talking about 75 and these 70 catchweights, I say to myself, why didn't you stick around at 60, fight Winky? You fought him anyway, so why not stick around at 60, fight Winky? A matter of fact, if you owe, get out the game. How about that? Get out the game. Because that's my main argument is your old ass went in there with Kovalev, and now you got us paying for Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev pay-per-view, because you went in there and you got your ass kicked because you was frauding like you was great at 75 when you had only really beat Cato Murat and some catch weights and a fat ass Dawson. Okay, that's my point. You know, you had good performances versus him. If you look at the Pascal fight, say, wow, he was great in that fight. Oh Lord, neither one of them was great in that fight. It's just simple as this. Kovalev is a better level than the guys he fought. Pascal, he's a better level than Pascal. He's a better level than Dawson. And Stevenson's a better level than Dawson too. And that shows you he didn't want no parts of Stevenson. He asked for 75 split and shot his ass over to HBO because they was willing to give it to him. And either way, he was getting his ass handed to him. And basically he was a stepping stone to pay-per-view because he was sitting around there fraud. That's all I'm saying. He an old ass man.
All right, let me rebuttal to that, right? Stevenson, I think Stevenson would beat him if they fought as well, right? All right, let's get that out of the way. First of all, going back to Rob Allen and Bernard Hopkins, you said if Rob Allen would have beat him. The bottom line is that the fight, Hopkins didn't win the fight. It was a technical, no decision fight.
Right, right.
No one won that fight.
Right.
So you're saying if you would have won, if you lost, whatever, it didn't matter. Like, let's say Rob Allen won, they would have still had an automatic rematch. And Hopkins did face him 2 times after that. So you still trying to make out like the guys go back in there and face them guys. And remember, it goes 2 ways, man. Like, if Hopkins is they're negotiating, they both have to agree to a contract, and they said that's fine. They wasn't getting, Scorsese, no, they ain't right, Scorsese. Yeah, they fight that catch weight, and I'm doing that. Nah, bro. And like you said, he paid these dues, bro. De La Hoya tried to drain him, right? He was the guy who had 3 belts. De La Hoya had 1 belt, and De La Hoya tried to drain him to get invited, and he went in and beat him, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, he paid these dues. Now, 1 minute, if you pay your dues and you beat the Golden Boy, now you're making your money. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna do what De La Hoya did. Is that right? Is that right?
Well, okay.
It's not right, but that's what he did. 1 minute. That's what he did because they were doing it to him, and that's what Floyd Mayweather was being accused of. Yeah, but he didn't do it.
Cool too.
Yeah, after this one, Floyd Mayweather was being accused of it. Yeah, and the only one time he ever came in where the weight was dodgy was probably the Canelo fight, and Canelo agreed to it, and the Marquez fight, right? But other than that, yeah, my point is this: and this is how the game is. You can't take that away from Hopkins. That's my point. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, you keep bringing up the Robert Allen. You told us not to go to middleweight, but you keep bringing up the Robert Allen. At middleweight, he beat an undefeated Glenn Johnson, who was 32-0. He was undefeated when he beat Glenn Johnson.
Okay.
And he beat Antoine Elkins, who was top contender knockout puncher. Everybody didn't want to fight at middleweight. And he beat Joe Lipsy, who was favored to lose in that fight. So I don't know what you're saying he a B-level fighter.
Chris. My argument is not what he done in middleweight. My argument is
but
hold on. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you.
You can't bring that up, man.
I didn't interrupt you though. And I can't bring up a pussy move in boxing. And I can't ask a question. Does confidence play a factor in this sport? Does it or does it not?
But you just contradicted yourself.
No. I just asked. I said, does confidence play? Let me make my point. I asked a question. I'm gonna make a point. Does confidence play a factor in this sport?
Yes.
Okay. So if Robert Allen was to keep him in that ring, if Bernard Hopkins didn't make the mindful move to jump his ass out the ring, if Robert Allen beats on his ass, if it could have went, it could have been Hopkins whooping his ass. I don't know. I'm just saying. If Robert Allen got the chance to go them 12 rounds and he beat that man up, is it very possible that Hopkins could say, oh my God, I'm going to try to fight him again, but I can't win. His whole career could have stopped right then and there, but it didn't because he made a decision. He got out of there while it was safe, and then he came back and he won. But let's be honest, he got out of there while it was safe. Look, if I get shot tomorrow in the back of the head, or if the dude put the gun to the back of my head and I move to the left and the bullet missed me, I can come back the next time. But if that bullet would have got his full extension, maybe I would have been fucked up forever. That's all I'm saying. So,
all right. Let me just right. You said I'm not touching the 160 resume. That is solid. That's what you said. You said the 160, but you keep going back to the Robert Allen fight. Leave it alone then. If 160 is solid, leave the Robert Allen fight alone then. Leave it.
Can I respond to that? Because what I'm saying is, I give him credit for the wins he got after that. I respect that he got those wins. He was in that ring, he got those wins. But what I'm saying, Y'all don't have to argue those wins because he got them. But I'm just asking a simple question, and I think everybody can agree. He could have turned left and he could have turned right. And Bernard Hopkins, instead of going left or right, he jumped straight out. And when he jumped straight the fuck out, he saved himself for another day. If he didn't get to save himself for another day, things could have went a lot different. Now, things went the way they went, but all I'm saying is one portion. I'm not asking about his whole resume. That was never my argument. They start talking 160 with me when I was talking exclusively 170 and up. They went to 160 to tell me how he was a good fighter. And I said, well, I mean, how can you assure me that he would have been who he would have been if he wouldn't have pulled the whole move and jumped out the ring? You know, so I had to get him that, but I credit his wins at 60. Simple as that. I just want, you know, simple as that. But when I look at 70, I see a fraud. I see a guy that used his name and now he got people becoming pay-per-view stars off of him, and he should have just set his ass down somewhere. That's what he should have done.
But Kovalev is not a pay-per-view star, though. He's not a pay-per-view star.
Well, we paying for it over here. We gonna be paying for it over here.
No. Hold on, let's break that down, right? So, how many pay-per-views has Kovalev done?
EJ, that's not my point. I'm just saying we paying over here. You won that argument. You can have that argument. You can have that argument because I'm not trying to argue that. All I'm saying is we pay.
Well, you just said he's making pay-per-view stars. I'm asking you how many pay-per-view stars has Kovalev done?
No, I'm saying he propelled them to that pay-per-view that we will be paying for over here. They are fighting on pay-per-view.
No, that's not what you said. You said he's making pay-per-view.
Okay, well they make it. He make it pay-per-view fight. EJ, I'm telling you, you can have that point. If I misspoke by one word. That was not my point. We on the same page. He's not a pay-per-view star. He's just he made a pay-per-view fight by getting his ass whooped. That's what B-Hop did. B-Hop.
Hold on. You see, let's go back to it, right? So, on this panel here, right, and this is for everyone, yeah, I'll go around and ask everyone. I picked Hopkins to win, right? That fight was pay-per-view because it was unification. WBO, WBC, WBA, right?
It wasn't pay-per-view. It wasn't pay-per-view. It was HBO.
That was a pay-per-view bout. Will you disagree?
It was HBO. It was regular HBO.
No. It was a regular TV. It wasn't pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was regular HBO. So how did he make it?
Who's he make? Are you talking about the Stevenson versus Kovalev?
No. Let me explain to you. Andre Ward and Kovalev are fighting on pay-per-view now.
Yeah.
And neither one are pay-per-view stars, but because he whooped Hopkins' ass so decisively, like I knew he was going to. Like I told people, he gonna whoop his ass.
Right, so, no.
He has 3 belts. And he's one of the best fighters of our era.
That's what that's pay-per-view.
No. I don't agree.
That's like add 1-on-1 and make it fight.
I don't agree. Well, why wasn't B-Hop Kovalev pay-per-view? There was 3 belts on the line right there. That was not pay-per-view. They let him whoop.
Why you complain about it? It's free.
No, I know. I'm glad it's free, and I think Ward Kovalev should be free as well because they are not stars.
He's picking Hopkins' resume because of the whole of that, man. That's not the reason why.
I didn't pick on his resume. I looked at one. I never said he was shit at 170. That's why I said 170 and 175. I say 170 because that was his catchweight area. But I never thought he was shit at 175. You don't fool me by beating an old ass Roy Jones Jr. And you don't do that. And Kato Marat, you don't fool me like that, and you can't even.
Ray Jones, listen. What Hopkins done it? He's old. He has the right at this point. You've earned the right. We already got past this already. He earned the right. What he did, yeah.
Oh man.
Getting grades and all those things they took the piss out of you.
He should have.
He was underdog against Pavlik, right? Against
That's
Pavlik,
your opinion.
Yeah?
That's your opinion.
He earned the right. Yeah. No.
You play that seniority shit. When I see seniority, I say sit your ass down and get your ass beat. When I see seniority, go ahead.
We're not leave the beat if you're gonna interrupt, right?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Alright? So my point is this: he's on the right to do these things, yeah? Now, I'm happy that fight wasn't pay-per-view, right? But since then, you said he made pay-per-view stars. So we've already debunked that's not the case. Because Kovalev is not a pay-per-view star.
He made a pay-per-view fight. That's what I should say. He made a pay-per-view fight. That's what my narrative was. I overspoke one word and you ran up a hill. I said one word and you ran up a hill. You don't win an argument by arguing one word, bro.
Come on, man. You ain't gonna let man spin it. Come on, man.
Cause you taking one word and you're running up a hill. You running a lap when all you guys are kiddie pool.
You can have time to.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. You can have plenty of time. Just try to hold the rein. Yeah, you can go straight up there, right? So first off, Kovalev got 3 belts: WBC, right? He wasn't even looking at Ward, man. He didn't want Ward. He wanted the Stevenson fight, bro. The Stevenson fight collapsed because Stevenson moved network, and we still wanted that fight. So that got nothing to do with Andre Ward. How Andre Ward came in the picture is because he beat the light heavyweight linear. In fact, he should be the linear. You're talking about linear because he beat Chad Dawson when Chad Dawson was the linear when he came down. He should be the linear because Sugar Ray Leonard beat Donnie Long when he was linear, and they meet at a catchweight, right? So that's how Sugar Ray Leonard got 2 belts at one day. So in fact, yeah, Andre Ward is the linear light heavyweight champion. How about that one? How about them apples right there?
They didn't meet at a catchweight. They met at 168, but they met at the super middleweight limit. That's where they met.
Yeah, and that's what Leonard fought Lalonde at 168.
All right, now let's go here. What you said. Let's go to what you said, cause you taking one word. You got a kiddie pool and you swimming laps. Cause you took one word and I told you, I misspoke by one. Kovalev's not a pay-per-view star. You know I'm not an idiot. You know I know Kovalev. I just told Chris earlier, Kovalev ain't no draw. What I meant is they are fighting a pay-per-view fight because he waxed the shit out of Bernard Hopkins, fraud ass, at 175 pounds. A guy that was frauding around like he was going to get all the titles. And he knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't. I told people. Hold on, no, let me finish. Hopkins won. Hopkins beat Tavares Cloud, and I think he beat Kato Marat for the other one. I'm not gonna call either one of those guys greats, but it is what it is. You know Tavares Cloud, a young buck with a hot head. You know the old man beat him. I feel you, but I don't think it's nothing that's super spectacular. Tavares Cloud ain't really done anything his entire career. You know, El Guapo beat him, so let's stop right there. So all I'm saying is he got his ass whooped. Kovalev just got paraded to a pay-per-view fighter. Don't keep taking kiddie pools and swimming laps around them, because you can't do it in kiddie pools, man. They just circles. They too small. Stop.
You made a statement wrong, and you think we supposed to know what you meant. We don't know what you meant.
But you know they fight no pay-per-view. Don't insult my boxing intelligence. You know it. You know. I know Kovalev ain't a pay-per-view star, but I said he propelled him to possibly be that. He did prepare him to possibly be that. So
why won Kovalev other fights on pay-per-view as he beat Bernard Hopkins?
It's a bigger level fight, of course. But if he didn't beat the shit out of him that way and just dog him out, make Hopkins sit in the corner and look and do like I told Hopkins he should have done, go sit his old ass down somewhere, then we'd probably be looking at a regular HBO fight. Simple as that, man. Because neither one of these are stars. But now Hopkins, it is what it is. He cooned out. And he let that man beat on his ass for Canelo get back on HBO, and they'll never force him to fight Golovkin. It's a Golden Boy HBO thing. The man wanted that 75% from Stevenson, knowing he was never going to get that, pricing himself out. And y'all sitting there praising. Y'all praising him for pricing himself out, man. That's all. He should have set his old ass down. And if he come back, I'm rooting for whoever to come back against him. That's who I'm rooting for.
Made all the same points.
The
bottom line is, Hopkins beat 2 men to have 2 belts. Mm-hmm. Right? Fair enough. He couldn't beat Dawson, and he didn't go back for Dawson. Fair enough. But Dawson had his own problems. The point is, Hopkins and Kovalev went into a fight with 3 belts, and Kovalev has got all 3 belts. He's a knockout puncher. Mm-hmm. Ward has just beat Kovalev's mandatory. Mm-hmm. Ward won the Super 6. Mm-hmm. Kovalev is a knockout puncher. This is why they're putting it as pay-per-view. Not because Bernard propelled Kovalev. That's a ridiculous. It's just I don't know. It's not thought out what you're saying.
You really think that if Kovalev took those belts from 3 nobodies, they'd be like, oh, pay-per-view fight? Nah.
How many fighters have 3 belts in boxing today? How many?
Triple G, Roman Gonzalez could have 3, but he moving up. I mean, I'm not saying it's. I'm not.
There's 1 belt, man. There's 1 belt.
No. He could if he wasn't moving up. Roman was unified at 112.
How many guys go 3 belts? You see,
but that's go ahead.
And you see Triple G's fighting pay-per-view fights. 3 belt.
No, Triple G's a star. Kovalev's not a star. That's a total difference. Triple G's created this star by beating up on bums. That's a difference to me. I think if Kovalev didn't have anybody to push them over, because if Kovalev had the crowd, he wouldn't need nobody to push him over. But the fact that he got to beat the hell out of Bernard Hopkins and everybody got to see it and like, oh shit, this guy's a wrecking machine. They was like, oh, this war fight gotta be pay-per-view. We gonna say it.
You're downplaying that win, right?
No, I'm not downplaying it.
No. You have downplayed it. You keep downplaying it. Kovalev is the only guy who has stopped Bernard Hopkins being really like shut him down comprehensively.
Not
even Ray Jones did that.
I'm not downplaying. I'm downplaying the Pascals and the Dawsons to act like they was just great fighters when Kovalev came to show you what a great fighter was. I'm just saying Bernard Hopkins was. I think he's a B-level fighter, and you put him in there with any A-level fighter, and he's not winning. That's just my case. That's just my case.
Let me ask a question. How many people have gone into this with Kovalev if he's just a B-level fighter?
Hey, a loss, bro. Ass whooping, ass whooping. Okay, 7. Okay.
In my opinion, Ali only beat Norton once, and he lost to a 6-fight novice. Is he an A-level fighter?
He beat a lot of other A-level fighters too, and he did it the correct way. So that's not a question I'm gonna answer like I don't, like I don't know Ali. My opinion on B-Hop is his best win might be a fat ass Tarver, or if we talking 70 and up. If we talking 60 pounds, I said I give him credit. I like him there, but 70 up, he was frauding up there. He was frauding.
He had 20 defenses of the belt.
Huh? He did what?
20 plus defenses in the middleweight.
Yeah, I told you. I give him credit there. I'm talking 70 and up. I think he was frauding at those weights. And
he's one of the biggest stars in boxing when he took his own people.
Yeah, stars or not, he was coming up 10 pounds. Like I told them earlier.
You keep saying that. Now, I'm going to go back to my argument.
Okay, can I make one question? Can I make one question before you go there? Let me make one question before you go there. One question.
Everyone needs to get some feedback. All right.
One question. Just one question before you go there. If Terrence Crawford, I don't know what the feedback is. Beats. If Terrence Crawford goes up 10 pounds to fight 10-4, just say Canelo said I catch weight at 50. If he could do it, just say that if he goes up 10 pounds to fight Canelo, I think he's a much better fighter than Canelo. But that 10 pounds, I don't give a damn what an odds say. I don't give a damn what a boxing expert say. I know my boxing myself. Terrence Crawford not winning at 150 if he just take that 10-pound trip out of nowhere. Same with Kelly Pavley. It ain't happening. So you can make whatever argument you want. Those are the 4 people I mentioned, and that's how I feel about it. 10 pounds is 10 pounds. You got to adjust to those things. It's the same reason why Kell Brook is not finna do shit versus Gennady Golovkin, because you not adjusted to those things. Not ready for that. But make your point.
Okay. Kelly Pavlik had already beaten a guy twice who beat Hopkins twice. He already did that. Yeah?
Yeah.
He was a massive middleweight and a big puncher and one of the biggest stars. Right? And I keep you keep talking about this 10-pound thing. The argument I was going to make, you said, because you did actually try to swipe the Trinidad win. You said, it was a welterweight moving up to middle. And what I said is Benny Leonard is considered, not Benny Leonard, Mickey Walker is considered one of the great middleweights. He started as a welterweight, and he actually went all the way up to fight Matt Schmeling, right? So all of this moving up weight thing is not new to boxers. So you're trying to downplay Bernard fighting somebody who moved up. But like Michael Spinks moved up to be the first guy to beat Larry Holmes. Does that mean Larry Holmes is white? I don't understand your debate.
It happens. You can have those. It happens. But I just personally, I wouldn't be going for that. If I knew Kelly Pavlik, who's basically a puncher, I'm not gonna think. I never discredited Trinidad. He got that totally wrong, and I was going to address that. I said Trinidad moved from welterweight, and he beat a middleweight. That was my second statement, and then B-Hop beat him while he was a champion. That's credible. He adjusted to the weight. He fought not the best champion. He fought somebody who was a champion, then he went to the best champion, basically. So I credit that. I like it. But at the end of the day, if I took the name, you can go to the old days, but I think the days are different day. Men are different today. And it wasn't Hopkins and Kelly Pavlik time too. If a mug go up 10 pounds today, kiss his ass goodbye for me, depending on who he is.
Yeah, but Trinidad and Kelly Pavlik, when they rehydrated, they was actually bigger than Bernard Hopkins that night of the fight.
Still ain't been at them weights where he's been at. Still.
He was bigger than William Joppy too when he knocked William Joppy out.
Hey, one minute. Furthermore, Vicky Walker, when Beach was, because these probably didn't clear out, Vicky Walker had he won a worldweight title, a middleweight title, and he went up to fight the heavyweight, which is Max Smellick. So you got guys started at 147, and he went all the way to a heavyweight, man. So it
happens. It happens. It happens. And credit the who do it. Credit the who do it. But I'm talking about boxing today. Men today. Men today. You got some light heavyweight. You got some light heavyweights today. Bigger than.
I will give you someone today. Guillermo Jones started at welterweight. He started.
I'm be honest. I didn't know Guillermo Jones started at welterweight. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He started welterweight.
At what age? But
he started welterweight and then went all the way up to cruiserweight. Yeah, that's good. So that's more than
I didn't know he done that. I damn near don't believe he done it because it sounds so far fetched today. But if he did, props to him. I ain't following Guillermo Jones like that.
I'm gonna put the box record.
No, I believe you. I'm just telling you. I'm just crediting him for doing that. I believe you. I'm just crediting him for doing that. It just sounds so far fetched.
He became not even that. Yeah, it wasn't like he became just a normal cruiserweight. He became one of the best cruiserweights ever, bro. Like he beat. And then he beat Dennis Levin, who was banging everyone out. I don't care about that drug shit. Nah, I'm serious, bro.
I'm cool with your argument.
Listen, you can't deny great fighters is what we're trying to come at. You can't deny them.
I'm not gonna say Kelly Pavlik is a great fighter. I'm gonna say he's a puncher. I'm gonna say he's a mean street fighter. But those kind of fighters, when they go up in weight,
Hopkins, I'm talking about Hopkins, and we talk about Hopkins. I'm talking about
like I said, I think he got some pads on the book, and I think skill wise overall, when I look at him, I think a lot of people beat him. That's how I feel. I feel like he's a B-level skill fighter, but he got some wins that you love that I look at and I say, that's what it is. You got to deal with that one, you know.
You're out losing credibility by the minute.
No. I'm gonna keep my point to where I feel. I look at it. Like I said, man. I think
you never had any credibility.
Look, man. You just keep repeating beats and going about your life. I'm talking to these guys here. That's all I'm saying. But the thing is.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm talking to you though.
All right, fair enough.
Man, plug your breathing machine in before you talk to me, fucking clown.
Okay, go ahead. Keep anything else? All right, I think you muted. All right.
Guys,
what do you mean by repeating beats? What was that? What was that
about? that's for Umar. I'm talking to EJ. My opinion.
He's a clown. Don't feed into his fuckery. He's a fucking clown.
Okay, this guy, coming from the guy that got beef with 3/4 of the YTBC. I accept anything you say. Good job. Hand clap for you, bro.
I don't have beef with this fuck, bro.
Hey, Umar, you come over. Umar, you come over and changing the enemy.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time.
Hey. Nah. We talking boxing. Nah, lock that. Hey, you know what's going to you have look that. You have a right to your opinion. Yeah, you have a right to.
And my opinion is easy.
No. Listen. You have a right to your opinion. But when you come around here. Yeah, you won't get that way. You can't
No. Hold on, because I was interrupted. We could probably go through recent and ancient history and look at guys. It's not gonna be hot to all y'all. It's not for me. We could probably go through ancient history to look at guys who got damn good wins, but you look at him and say, I just think he wasn't a good fighter. You know, Danny Garcia got some damn good wins on this shit. But the truth is, I don't know. You know, what he gonna do from there? Danny Garcia got some damn good wins. See, it's people like him in there. But is Danny Garcia an A-level fighter? I know he don't got as many wins as Hopkins. But I'm just saying, he got some damn good wins and it just turned out that, you know, he's still just maybe a B-level fighter, though.
He got offered $4 million to fight Pacquiao, turned it down. So Hopkins don't turn down nothing. Hopkins don't turn down nothing, bro. You give Hopkins $4 million, you break his little finger off of that. So how you can't compare them?
Well, I wasn't talking about money. I was talking about wins. I mean, I was talking about. I know why he turned down. Go ahead.
Sugar Ray Robinson lost to Ralph Tiger Jones. It's debatable whether he beat the top 10 count against Rocky Castellani. You can go, like I said, Ali lost to Spinks. I mean, Holmes lost to a light heavyweight. You know what I mean? He lost his belt. I mean, so only Hopkins has a few discrepancies on his record. He's not the only guy. He's not the only guy. So I don't see why Hopkins is getting singled out. I'm not understanding.
I made the video, and I was pertaining to pay-per-view. Pay-per-view and HBO putting too many on, and I accredited Hopkins for one of those. Pay-per-views basically being backed by him. That's what I did, and nobody liked that, and they just got to deal with it. It's the truth. He's the reason that pay-per-view is. But yes, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because Sergey Kovalev's not a star. He needed somebody to whoop on.
You're saying Hopkins made Kovalev a pay-per-view star. I mean, a pay-per-view star, pay-per-view attraction.
Yeah, I know.
The only reason we're paying for a pay-per-view fight is because of Hopkins.
I actually said he's gonna make Ward one. I actually said he's gonna make Ward one in the video, actually, because he boosted that fight to pay-per-view. When he went in there and got dominated, it boosted Kovalev to something Kovalev never was.
Boxing works. You beat somebody and you get more juice because you beat them.
Yeah, and I gave him hell.
So what did you expect to happen? He beats Kovalev and he goes down a level. Is that what you expected to happen?
I gave him hell. I'm telling you what I expect. I expected Kovalev to beat the shit. I expected Kovalev to beat the shit out of him. I'm the only one on this hangout that probably picked Kovalev to beat the man up. So what I'm telling you is,
Beasted.
Okay, I don't know. I was on T Street at that time talking to those. Okay.
Beast is the only one. I pick Hopkins. Like me and I pick Hopkins. Like,
okay.
Beast is the only one.
Okay.
So he's too old. Okay. Beast is too old. There's no way he can win. Beast is different.
All right.
This is what I'm saying.
Hold on. No, let me go because you interrupted. The thing was this. The thing was this. I told everybody before and after that I felt the 170 career of his was a fraud. But I didn't ever think just because he beats Hopkins and beat him up on him that they going to boost this shit to pay-per-view because they budget so bad. And I said, damn, B-Hop. When I look back on Kovalev after Chilemba, I said, you had to have been a fraud at 75 for Chilemba to be outdoing you. I mean, Chilemba ain't a horrible fighter. But you're supposed to be B-Hop.
Chilemba went 24 rounds with Tony Benn.
I said he's not a horrible fighter, but still, you're supposed to be B-Hop. You know, people have compared B-Hop to Floyd Mayweather. I shouldn't be saying, hey, Berto did better than you. You know what I mean? If Berto fought so-and-so, he did better than you. That's the level B-Hop's supposed to be on. But once again, he's a fraud, and he fails to make that level. But don't, tell me what I'm saying. Yes, I understand what I'm saying.
Chilemba is a tricky ass buck. I said he was going to give Kovalev. Don't make Kovalev a
You did. I give you credit on that. I give you credit. You did say that. I give you credit on that. Yeah, I give you credit on that. But
I told everyone he won't stop. I told anyone, no one stops him, man. He's tough, man. Like Tony Bellew hits really hard, bro. Like Tony Bellew hits really, really hard.
But Tony Bellew won round after round, though. He won them rounds, whereas Kovalev lost 4 or 5.
He actually arguably won the first fight with Bellew. That's why I knew you could give Kovalev that work, man. Like he's actually very good. In fact, he was supposed to fight Stevenson instead of Tony Bellew. Now he's a very good fighter. Like you can't come in and just be a casual. There's no casual.
No. I know it ain't, and I'm telling you. It don't. The way it works is, B-Hop had me fooled, thinking, hey, Nothing Chilemba could do in there could fuck with Kovalev because the B-Hop fooled everybody. He had you fooled. He had everybody fooled, thinking, hey, this man just beat a legend, beat something. No, he beat a myth. He beat the faction.
He's done it loads of times.
He beat the faction.
When he went Trinidad,
he beat the faction. Hey, this ain't Trinidad no more. This ain't Trinidad no more. This ain't 60 no more. This ain't 60 no more. You going back to 60. You going back to 60.
Listen. I never said that. They're not saying that to you. I never said that. All I'm saying to you, he was the underdog in most of his fights against Pavlik. All these fights, he was the underdog in all these fights, man. He wasn't supposed to win none of these fights. So he was supposed to. Everyone had him losing all the time. They lost a lot of money, man. Hopkins was making a lot of money on upselling every single time. That's what they call him, the Asia's wonder. That's why they call himself the alien. Because he ain't like no one, man. Like, what you two? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want, bro?
Okay.
That's what they call the alien.
Look, you going back to 60. You going back to 60. When I'm specifically saying this dude was a 170-pound fraud ass shooting fight champion. That's what I'm telling you. Every champion in the division would have ran through his ass. And by him offering another champion that's a big star in Canada 25% of the purse, that kind of tell you what he already knew was going to happen. He already knew that. He knew he was.
You go up as a coward or something.
Man, look, you at that point where I'm gonna call anybody that. When they say 75-25 in unification, you getting called that. It ain't just him. He did it. He ducked Stevenson. And he went over there to Kovalev where he got the money he wanted. Switched networks, got Canelo protection, because they still ain't forced Triple G Canelo. And they could. Got the little protection. And he said, hey, he shouldn't worry what I had to say. He said he shouldn't worry what I had to say. He rich. He shouldn't worry what I had to say. But it's my opinion.
All right. So you just said, right, Kovalev is one of the dangerous guys. You said he ducked Stevens. So how can you duck Stevens to fight one of the feared guys in the division? They don't make him a coward.
Money.
That doesn't make no sense.
Money.
One minute. Now I'm talking.
Money.
So Stevenson, right, was considered one of the best at the time, right? Kovalev considered the most feared guy. So you're trying to say the negotiations break down. Remember, bear in mind, both of them had one belt each.
Yeah.
Stevenson at WBC, right? And Kovalev had a WBO at the time, right? Yeah. So you're trying to say he ducked Stevenson, negotiate, but then he ducked him to fight the most feared guy in boxing? Like, that don't make no sense.
No.
No.
He made a business decision, and business decision can't be ducking. He said Stevenson does not. Hold on. I let you talk. He said he wanted all 4 belts. You on Showtime? Go take Stevenson belt. Then take your ass to HBO. But instead, he priced his damn self out, and he probably never wanted 4 belts. What he say in the ring don't fucking matter to me. What he do by action matter to me. I can only hope he do what he say in the ring. I want 4 belts, but your ass ran from one because you couldn't get 75% of the purse. You wanted a last payday, a last ass beating, and a last fraud show. That's what you got. You got it, and you wanted it, and you got it. He gone now. If he hear this, he probably think himself, damn, this kid knows so much about me. That's all I'm saying. Because this is simple. He knew he wasn't winning those fights. He knew it.
So in your opinion, he ducked him to fight one of the most feared guys. So let me ask you a question.
He got paid.
If Kovalev's a fraud, how many people in the light heavyweight division can go the distance with Sergio Kovalev? I'm waiting for your answer. Tell me how many fighters in that division.
Okay, I'll answer that. I'll answer that. Hold on.
One minute. How many, in your opinion, right, in the division now, could go 12 rounds with Sergio Kovalev? I'm waiting. In your opinion, if he's such a
okay. Let me answer that, but I want to say something before. I'm gonna answer it for you. But it was something you said, and I'm trying to get it because you wouldn't let me talk, man. I told you when he went to HBO, it was the Pack Up Golden Boy show. You're not coming over here to fight nobody. You coming over here to give your belt to Kovalev. You coming over here to hand that shit over. Them shit's over. You ain't coming over here because you the big bad boss man. We gonna pay you. You gonna get the hell on, and we gonna have our champion. Then we gonna have Andre Ward and Kovalev, and we just gonna leave Stevenson out. That's how it's worked. That's exactly how it's been worked. That's what it is. And if you don't see it, then you just ain't trying to see it. That's all it is. So it ain't him being a big Hercules. He ducked the man. He looking out for his future investment. He 50. He ain't the future. Canelo the future. Why the fuck Triple G Canelo ain't been forced yet? When they know they could do it. Because they said, hey, you bring your ass over here, you give us another piece to the puzzle in Kovalev, and we be all right. That's how business works sometime, I guess. But who can go the distance? You know what? I'm going to answer that question like this. You feel free to take 12 rounds of ass whooping if you want. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter. 5, 3.
You haven't got outside.
Hey, who can go the distance? I think Stevenson can beat Kovalev. I think Ward can beat Kovalev. Chilemba just went the distance. Who else can go the distance? I don't think the division. Look, hold on. I don't think the division is heavy. I think it's top heavy, but probably ain't many that can go in there. I think it's top heavy, but it's people. I think 2 can beat them.
But, no. It's what I'm saying to you, right? So you've only got like basically 3 people, right? In the whole division, how many people in one division? It goes deep. I think there's like 40, right? So out of 40 people, you only got 3 people beating him. So that shows he's pretty dangerous, right?
He's a damn good fighter. He's a damn good fighter. That
shows. So what I'm saying to you is that because IG Chilembe with this, IG Chilembe is a very good fighter. That's what you do. You're taking stock away from IG Chilembe. And also you're taking stock away from Hopkins because he went the distance. He was the first guy. I think he was the first guy to go the distance.
I don't think if you look at Chilemba, you ain't gonna see a damn good fight. I looked at Kovalev. Hold on. I looked at Kovalev and I saw a guy that B-Hop didn't try to jab at, that B-Hop didn't even try to answer, didn't have no answers for. That Chilemba went in there and answered, and Kovalev wouldn't adjust to it. It wasn't like It wasn't like he was snapping a beautiful right hand. He was iffy in that fight a lot. He was pulling back, getting knocked out when Kovalev dropped the right hand to his body. I'm not looking at a great fighter. I'm just looking at a guy Kovalev didn't adjust to. And I said, damn, Kovalev, you fucking fooled me by beating up on Fraud Hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew he would beat him.
How many people, when they get knocked down by Kovalev, live to survive?
Hey, good on him. Good. He's a tough man. But I'm not going to say it.
Hopkins went down for me.
Tough man.
Yeah, that's right. So what you're saying is invalid, man.
Yeah, no. Tough ain't just gonna win fights though. You know they didn't win it that night.
You're saying Hopkins was only 50 years age, man.
Okay, EJ, he always had the opportunity to sit his ass down. I didn't tell him to get his ass down.
You know you're wrong for this.
No. I ain't preaching Pacquiao, come back. No, I'm saying sit your ass down or get your ass beat. That's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, I'm not giving nobody pay. If you owe, take your ass on.
So, wow, what a debate. Hope you guys enjoy listening to the banter between us guys over here. If you enjoyed, say why you liked it. If you disagree with Scorsese, say why. If you agree with Scorsese, say why. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm EJ Boxing Live, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.